Hello. This is going to be our screencast for iteration 8, what we have so far. So, first off, we're going to go over the test by and automated tested, or the GUI of the game observer. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to go to the sieve drawing, which is found in our view from the hot sieve game. And from here, this is where we essentially um, uh, have all of um, the game observer updating the GUI as the domain changes. So quickly, we're just going to go over some of the example ones we have here. Start with here, define city map, which essentially it removes all the city figures, and it delegates new ones for the game, as you can see down here. Um, that's just one of the examples. There's another one like turn ends, which essentially just allows it to update whose turn it is. So red and blue, and the associated turn shield, which we'll see later in one of our um, show update, our show, us showing that when we click on something that the turn changes. Okay, so that's it for the sieve drawing. Next, we're gonna go talk about the update tool GUI. So what we can do here is we're gonna go to show update tool. Um, I have it up here. But we'll actually go to it. So here, the update tool just essentially updates the game map for us here, and we're gonna actually run it. And as you can see, it opens up, and when we click, we can see that the drawing changes. So the archer's gone, now the archer's back, and now it's blue's turn. So we click it, it's red's turn again, and the age just jumps up to 4,000 for this test. So that's show updates. Okay, and now the next one we're gonna show is the set focusing tool. Um, so here, we're gonna go to the show set focus. We'll actually go here, and this just pretty much allows like all of the um, uh, shows which unit is associated with which um, faction it is. So we'll start here, we'll run the game here, and we'll click on this archer, and I'll show that's a unit on the red player side, and then we'll click on this legionary, and that's a unit on the blue side, and then for the city here, we click here, and that shows that that's part of the red city. So that's it for set focus. Now we're going to move on to the compositional tool. So we'll just set this to composition and then go to the actual code for it. So here, we're not entirely sure what this is technically supposed to do because I think we're having uh, issues with it. But from what I can gather, this allows to like delegate different tools based on the context. So based on what's clicked and what they can, based on what's clicked and what the unit can do. Um, we think this is bugged right now, and we just didn't really have time to fix it. But essentially, what would happen is we would click on, like, say, this archer here, and it would tell us like what he would be able to do over here. Um, okay, and same thing with like all the other different units. And then for the next part, or the last part technically, is we have our test semi-sieve, which we are having also problems with this one as well. Essentially, when we run the semi-sieve game, it executes and it runs, but I'm not sure if it's like an OS system or whatever, but every time we run it, it actually doesn't show the GUI, which is weird because all the other tests show that the GUI opens, but for semiciv it doesn't work. But this would have showed, we would have been able to show like a unit movement, end of turn, like what happens with the city's units. It's basically like the final integration, but all the other components are working separately, so that probably would account for something. And let me just check to make sure I'm not over time here. Okay, so yeah, that's the main problem. So when it comes to like debugging and any error messages we have, um, the main thing we've been trying to debug for most of this time is our update semiciv main. Um, for some reason, it's just not showing up the GUI, even though every other component works correctly. That's also the same case with hot sieve main, which we'll showcase right here, where we run it and it says that it runs fine, but obviously we don't have a GUI that pops up or anything. We've had tried to sort of isolate this issue, but like at the end of but whenever we try to do that, sometimes it would show a GUI, but then it wouldn't show like anything, like it's just a giant white space, which is not very ideal. So again, not sure if this is like an issue with my operating system or our operating system or whatever. Um, but this is a problem that we just wouldn't have time to resolve given our time circumstances. But that's really it for ours. If there, yeah.